What's going on, you guys? I'm here at YCS Pasadena 2022. My brother Asia Persuades, you already know. And I am back here yet again, as always, a pleasure, with my son, Mr. Don't Sleep on the Couch himself. How you doing, Tom? How we do this time at this YCS? Another top?
Yep. After this one, I am officially the only duelist that topped all 5 North American YCSs.
Wow, you're insane.
So that's awesome.
Kind of nice. Very awesome. You made it to top 16 this time.
Yeah, I wish I did a little better, but it's all right.
All right, and we know you're playing the best deck, but you got some spice in here, bro. Like, everyone's talking about it. It's pretty crazy. We're super excited to see it. Obviously, it's the best deck, and just how you decide to approach it, I think, is the deciding factor in how far players have gotten. But before we get into it, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, so obviously, shout out my Metafy.
Yes.
There'll be no link in the description. Also, shout out me and Kobe's new YouTube channel.
Millennium Rings.
We'll be posting on there this week as well. Millennium Rings. Shout out my sponsor, Top Choice Gaming.
Wherever Karen is.
Yes, wherever Karen may lie.
Yeah, Karen.
And shout out Dragonshield as well. I actually played this event with Dragonshield sleeves. They're really, really nice. The snow ones. I enjoyed them. Shout out my boy Snorlax as always. Shout out my dad and everybody back home that, you know, sent me their energy to try to win on my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, son.
Thank you. Yeah. That was awesome. And lastly, shout out the people that worked on me the deck the most were definitely Avery Foster and Kobe Short. My brothers, obviously. Me and Kobe played the same deck. Me and Avery played similar decks. Same concept, just different ways to go about it. And then shout out the UA Hero Academy Discord that was formed, which is where we did all our testing, and it was like me, Jesse, Jeff Jones, Max, Furman Asala, Ryan Levine, Blake Funderburg. Everybody's super helpful, and it's awesome for us all to be working together. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun this tournament, and yeah, we can get into the deck.
All right, let's hop into it.
So I played 1 Rhino Heart. I'm playing a ISHIZU tier.
Weird.
3 Merle, 3 Alvin's, 3 Sharon. These don't need to be explained, but I only played 1 Rhino because I actually feel like normal summoning, similar to what I said like 2 weeks ago in Minneapolis, normal summoning this card with all the Bystials and stuff is really, really weak. It's normally because of Dweller Access, the card that you're going to search off Kit Callus a lot of the time. Or in my deck, I actually had a lot more access to it because I played more field spells than anybody else. So I had access to playing it a lot more often going first than any other deck. So I didn't need to play more. The only argument to play more would be that this is the best mill on your opponent's turn with the ISHIZU cards, because if you use this when neither of you have a shuffle, and like say it's like this effect and like an Agito resolving or something like that, and you like pitch them early or pitch any tier, then like its on-field effect is going to be Chain Link 1, the tier engraved is going to be Chain Link 2, and if they shuffle back this tier, it's going to send another tier, so it beats 2 shuffle guys in scenarios like that. Or they have to like just shuffle the Rhino, which means you didn't use a real name, so you don't really care. But I didn't play Scream or Crime or anything like that in my main deck, so I played less tier cards that were good to discard, so that's why I played 1 Rhino. Then into the ISHIZUs, played 3 of all of them. These cards are crazy. They're literally fantastic. This card's a really good hand trap, even though I didn't really get to draw it that much going second into the mirror. Agito is also really good, and like they also give you like Agito especially gives you huge utility to be able to like push through boards and make break 4s going second. Because you guys just both mill. They use their shuffle guys on all of these, and you can just use your Agito to like make a rank 4 push, and then you're able to win later. So these cards were fantastic. They're literally insane. I also played 2 Diviner. I didn't play Orange Light. Because Orange Light is a very swingy card where like extremely swings the game in your favor when it works the way it's supposed to. I felt like having these cards in my hand was actually pretty good, and Orange Light didn't do that much in the mirror match. And the mirror was what I was trying to build my deck for, so if I thought Orange Light sucked in the mirror because you can't hit Dweller because everyone's searching Crime, then I'd rather just not play it at all. I should have side decked it though, and I'll explain that later. And then this is something you could bring back off Elf on your opponent's turn and send to Tis. I played the Tis, and you pop a card against the not ISHIZU decks. Because like removal is just really, really good. It's good going second against the trap decks as well. And then it turns into a level 6 to help make Baron better, to protect my Gravekeeper trap. And then played one Druid Worm as my 40th card. So that, because my deck mills a lot more than the average ISHIZU tier deck for my opponent's deck. If you just like mill one of their Magnamuts, you just like get this card for free and you punish them for playing Magnamut and make it a liability. And then for the spells, I played one Max Reynolds. Shout out Nick Shadek, as always. I'll play Instant Fusion forever.
You're winning by the way.
Oh my god. 3 Forbidden Droplet. I hate Bowden.
Bowden got you.
3 Forbidden Droplet. This was like the best card for going second in the mirror, because I play so many traps that I actually can like pitch a trap a lot of the time and force the Dweller to get negated. Then for the field spells, played 3 Planets, Mine, and then I played 3 Rainbow Bridge and the Crystal Beach Turtle. And so like the theory behind this, I decked out, I won 6 games by deck out with Mystic Mine and then the Gravekeeper trap. And I'll explain this in a second, but the theory behind Rainbow Bridge was the mirror is so hard to prevent when they just start milling. Like hand traps don't really work well enough. So my only answer is like, what is another card I could play that's beneficial for me, like as engine, but also like gives me a chance against them going second if we're like both, you know, going wide with our mills and both milling 10 whenever we hit. And so the answer to that was Rainbow Bridge, so that if your opponent dwellers you or whatever, and you like milled and you like Dweller doesn't beat you anymore when you mill Rainbow Bridge on their turn, because you just banish Rainbow Bridge on their turn and you search Mystic Mine and the Turtle. So like now they have to have Crime or like do something worse to get Heartbeat to respect the Mystic Mine, and this card was literally free. And then when you go first, it can also just like search an Aqua Monster and and Planet. So it just did so much. The card was very, very good for me. And then explain this. So the last 3 cards I played in my deck were the Gravekeeper Trap, Exchange of the Spirit, and Solid. This doesn't need explanation, these do. So the Gravekeeper Trap. So playing Exchange of the Spirit, all the ISHIZU cards like get a mega power up whenever you have Exchange of the Spirit in your graveyard. And the Gravekeeper Trap actually has 3 effects. So the first effect of the Gravekeeper's Trap is before your opponent draws in their draw phase, you can call a card, and then they show you what the card they draw for turn, and if it's the card you called, they discard it. So how this works with Mystic Mine is you like mine the mirror, and then you set up the Gravekeeper's Trap, and then you just call Heartbeat every turn, and they can never draw their out. And it makes it really easy to deck them out like very quickly, especially with exchange. Well, first of all, its third effect, I'll explain its second and third effects first. So its second effect is during either player's main phase, once per turn, you can discard a card, search any of the ISHIZU cards. So it helps cycle them and filter, and then against the like not mirrors, I'm like just pitching a Guido on their turn and playing. It's literally free. And then the third effect is when Exchange of the Spirit is in your graveyard, your opponent cannot activate any card effects in the graveyard or summon from either player's graveyard. So it's like a one-sided Necro Valley. So like in the mirror, my game plan post side is just to like set this up and protect it with like a Baron or Baguska to turn, because they're only out other than removal is to like normal summon one of these guys, banish it, and target my Exchange of the Spirit in the graveyard. They have no other option. So like Baguska prevents that. and Baron also, like, Baron Protect the Flood is just crazy. So these were fantastic for me this weekend, and like how you deck them out, it gets a lot easier when exchanges spirits in your grave. You just like cycle a Guido every turn, and you like you mill 5, you make them mill 10 cards with a Guido. This searches another Guido, and it only takes like 3 turns to actually deck them out. So it happens very, very quickly. So it avoids like going to time and stuff like that as well. I had a 40 card main deck. I'll do the extra deck. The extra deck, I played 1 kit. You don't need to play multiple anymore. Like, it's easy enough. Play Rukelos, Kaleidos, self-explanatory, Garura, Dragostapelia, and Natis. Now you will notice I do not play Mud Dragon. And it is because I only have 1 way to summon Mud Dragon, and it's like via this Druid's Worm. So like because I can't really summon it, there's just no reason to play it. And this was just for Diviner. It came up a few times. I was happy I had it. Elf, Sprint, Dark, and Unicorn. So something that's really cool with Unicorn and Rainbow Bridge is if you're playing a mirror and you couldn't stop like a summon from them and you like drew Rainbow Bridge or it's in your graveyard, what you can do is you like, they have a monster, you like dark them, summon a guy, and you summon Unicorn, and you like pitch Rainbow Bridge, Unicorn shuffle itself back, and then you mine them on turn 0.
Oh god.
And the game's over.
Jesus Christ.
He played Baron. This card's just really good, and it's to like protect the floods, like I said before. And I played Zeus, Dweller, Baguska, and Exciton. Do not think I ever actually summoned Exciton in tournament, but it comes up like an okay amount. Baguska I summoned every time I got shifted. Dweller is obviously the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That card needs to be banned. I summoned Zeus like 2 or 3 times as well. It was very good. And with a side deck. So this card was actually horrible for me. In theory, you're supposed to like be able to outlive the Dweller or whatever. I activated this card 3 times and lost all 3 games I activated this card.
Nice.
It probably should have just been like Orange Light. So this card is World Soul Carbon. This was a card that Jesse found. And what this does is when this normal summon card, you can tribute this normal summon card at any level 4 Earth Fairy. So when my side deck game plan was to do the Gravekeeper Trap Exchanges Spirit play, like I mentioned before, this was just more copies of Keldo and Medora. Then I played 3 tactics. Shout out Alex Cancel. He gave me this Pharaoh Rare for my birthday, and I drew it in top 32, and it won me the match.
Let's go.
Is iconic. And 3 Twin is just for like the back row decks. Twin is better than Cosmic now because like you can just pitch ISHIZU cards and the game's over. And then I side decked the 1 Heartbeat and the 1 Crime, so that I had a searchable like mine out and removal card, and then this is for going first, protect the game plan. And that's all. Thank you for watching.
Awesome, man. Well, always proud of you. You guys will definitely see this over on Dom's channel first. So again, check the description for that and his Metafy. And as always, thank you for the deck.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
And happy
dog.
birthday.
Let's go, baby.